Hi, I'm Martin O'Neill from STM Studio Supplies, and this here before you is our home studio package. I'm impressed by the fact you're even watching this. It implies, or suggests rather, that you care about the health of whoever's dancing in your family. It's so easy to damage a young and developing body, not to mention a mature one, by dancing on hard surfaces such as concrete or tiles with just a sheet of vinyl as protection. So we've come up with this, and we hope that it goes together well for you and for me now, and we end up with an ideal home dance surface. So what we have here is some simple tools: a broom, a hammer, a screw gun, the ever-ready pocket knife, and the ingredients that make the rest of this floor up, which is some pads which we'll be bridging on the joins, and some tongues which will hold the panels together on the same plane. Now here, I'm going to show you the underside of our panels. These are the ones that do the work, but these ones here are designed to stop your floor walking as you're dancing on it. A little bit of extra grip there. And it'll also protect your floor from the raw timbers. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the bridging pads in place and then introduce the blue tongue. Now you'll notice that the pads have a shiny side. That's actually the transfer paper, the adhesive themselves for some applications. But we always put that up because it makes it easier for us to slide our boards together when the time comes. So I'm going to start with a small short end here. And you'll notice that we've marked the points where these pads will go. It's much easier to put them if you're not standing on them, by the way. With those in place, I now introduce the other board to it, sliding this underneath. We'll eventually be screwing this together, and that holds the whole floor into one square shape. With that now snug and together, I'm going to introduce one of the short tongues. Now it's important that that tongue goes back far enough that the next tongue won't be interrupted by it. We now repeat the exercise with the pads on the long run. Introduce the board to each other. And here on this corner, I'm going to place not standing on it, I'm going to place the pad as a diagonal. Push them together. And now I can introduce my longer tongue to that run. And get that last bit in the persuader. Notice my other pads have crept under here a little. Let's bring them out. And introduce the remaining ones to this short run. I'm now going to introduce the last of the boards. And the final two fillets. Now normally the longer one would have been introduced from that side, but as you can see, space doesn't allow that. Having put everything together, roughly, I'll just tidy these up a little bit. And now I'm going to screw them together to make them one cohesive unit. We have pre-drilled holes, countersunk. And these are at each of the joint points on the perimeter. I'm now going to sweep the floor. I don't know where the dirt comes from, but always it seems to get onto a floor before you lay the vinyl. Often it's not, it's a bobby pin, and I don't know where bobby pins come from. You can sweep the floor, vacuum the floor, sweep the floor, particularly in a performance space like a stage, and sure enough you'll get your vinyl down and there'll be a bobby pin. Amazing. Okay, so now for the vinyl. Pretty simple procedure. This one's every dance. We love every dance. It just goes down beautifully. Very hard wearing floor surface. The vinyl is deliberately slightly smaller in its area than the floor, which is going to enable us to tape the edges for safety. When you're moving your vinyl, if you get a little bit of air under it, it moves very easily, like your own hovercraft. The tape stretches a little, so do small sections, pressing it into place as you go. Now I'm just smoothing this out with my hand. You can use a cloth. My hands are used to it. And there you are, pretty much good to go. Just a note about the tape. It will wear, it's only a thin plastic. And once it starts to wear, it's time to replace it. If you leave it too long, it becomes extremely difficult to get up. It pulls and tears and basically makes life pretty horrible. It's cheap. So don't leave it too long. Finally, a quick sweep again, and maybe a mop. Your cleaning regime is really important with the floor. The more you look after it, the longer it's going to look after you. So we're going to supply this floor with cleaning instructions, and it's up to you if you follow them or not. But it's a fair investment, so the best investment you can put into that afterwards is to clean it regularly. Over to you. Happy dancing.